Hey guys, so uh today we're going to be talking about how to set up a budget on AWS. Okay, so now this is the second most important thing you can do after getting your AWS account. I know in the previous video I mentioned the first was to create an IAM user. And immediately after you create an IAM user, what you want to do is to set up your budget. So this would help you curb your spending so you don't go above your free tier limit. And even if you go above free tier for certain projects, you don't go like past $1 or so. You really want to be careful about leaving your resources running and things like that because that could incur a lot of cost that you didn't plan for. So that's why we need to set up a budget. And I usually set mine as low as possible. So when it hits a certain threshold, I just get like an email telling me I've exceeded my budget. So what you want to do is you want to search for budgets. Okay, then click on it. All right. So I already have some budgets here. I set up a zero spend and then I set up a monthly for $50, but I'm going to show you how to create a fresh budget. So you just click on create budget. Now AWS has made it like really easy. So you can just use a template, go straight to the point and just set the type of budget you want to set. Or you could customize it how you want. So you have your cost budget, your usage budget, savings plan, reservation budget. I'm not going to go into all that. So let's use a template to just set a simplified budget. I want to set a zero spend budget. And basically that's what you're going to be setting for your projects immediately you start. So you just scroll down, give it a name. I already have one. Let me name this 2. So you put in your email address. That's the email you want the message to be sent to, notifying you that you have exceeded your budget. This all AWS services are in the scope of this budget. You'll be notified via email when you spend up of this. Okay. So the zero spend budget, when you spend above $0.01, you get a notification telling you that you have spent above $0. I do this when I do not want to go past my free tier limit like at all. I don't even want to spend as low as 0.01. So immediately I see an alert telling me, oh, you have passed the 0.01 threshold is set. I'll know that I probably left something running that shouldn't be running, or I probably used a service that is not within my free tier limit, and that's why that's happening. So just click on it. You can actually like put in multiple email addresses here if you wanted to, in case you don't regularly check this. So maybe to send to the other one that you check. You just separate with a comma, then put in the second email address you want. But I'm just going to use only this one. And then you click on create budgets. And that's it. My zero spend budget 2 has been created. Presently, my account has exceeded 0.01, so that's why I'm getting this message. And I just received an email now. So let me show you how it presents. So I just got this email telling me that I requested to be alerted when my budget exceeds 0.01 for the month. So they're letting me know that I've exceeded that. And that's exactly how it works. Immediately you exceed the budget you set, you get an email telling you you have exceeded that. So that way you can easily just go into your account and shut down anything that needs to be shut down. Yeah. And then if you want to find out like the exact things you're being billed for, you just go into bills and then you scroll down a bit. So these are the things I have used. These are my active services so far that I used for the month. You can click into all of them to find out which one is actually being charged. So I have zero for data transfer, Elastic Cloud. Yeah, I have zero for this Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, so Route 53. I have 0.50 here. That's because I created a hosting zone. So this is what I was charged for creating that 0.50. And yeah, this is it. Amazon Route 53 hosted zone, 0.50 per hosted zone for the first 25 hosted zone. And I have one hosted zone presently running, so that's why I got charged 0.50. So this is where you see why you're being charged and what you're being charged for. And that's it. So if you want to delete your budget, you just click on this, action, delete. That's done. I'm going to leave this because I really want to know when I've exceeded 50. The one I just created, now I'm going to delete this also. I have passed that threshold, so there's no point in keeping that there for this month. Okay, so let's try to create a different type of budget now. Let's create a monthly cost budget. Yeah, this lets you know if you've exceeded or are about to exceed a certain amount you think you would spend for the month, like a certain amount you want to spend for the month. If you exceed it or you're going to exceed it, this lets you know. So my budgeted amount to spend for the month would be, let's say, $100. I don't plan on spending more than $100 for this month. And then I will put in my email address, all scopes, You'll be notified when your actual spend reaches 85%, your actual spend reaches 100%. Okay. And the thing about this is why I might want to set a custom budget. I would like to know when I have reached 50%, 75%, 80, and 100%. But this is already pre-configured to let me know for 85% and 100%, right? Create budget. Sorry, I have to make the name unique. 23. Okay, that has been created. So when I have hit like 85% of this, so probably when I've spent $85, I'll get an alert, and then when I've spent $100, I'll get an alert. I want to create a custom budget now. So my budget name, monthly services running. You can either make it a recurring budget. So like for the first day of every month, it gets renewed. So if you set it for this month now, next month, they keep telling you when you've exceeded the set amount. So like if I set it for this month now and put $50 and say, okay, if I exceed 50% of my budgeted price, let me know. So when I have passed $25 or when I've hit $25, I'll get an alert. If I put a recurring budget next month, even when I don't set it or do anything, it just keeps going that way. Next month, if I pass 25, they let me know, oh, you've passed $25. Or if I set an expiring budget, I will set the month when it expires, meaning within, let's say, from June to September, keep telling me if I have exceeded $50 spend limit. But after September, don't give me any alert anymore. That's basically what this is. You're setting a range for when you get alerts on the specific amount you spent. I'm going to go with recurring budgets. Although I'll delete this when I'm done because I don't really need this now. So my budgeted amount, I would make it $1. I want to be able to show you what I'm talking about percentages. You can set the budget scope for specific services. Like you can specify, or let me know if EC2 services have exceeded this certain amount. Let me know if this other service has exceeded certain amounts. But it's always recommended to use it for all AWS services. So like you just know generally what is collecting money in your account. So I'm going to leave this as it is. Next. So now I want to add an alert threshold. And this is to tell AWS when to alert me. So I'll say if I have exceeded 50% of my budgeted amount, then show me my like actual amount. That's actual amount, not you can set it for actual, you can set it for forecasted. Now, actual amount is what you have presently spent, while your forecasted amounts is what AWS thinks you're probably going to spend based on the resources you're presently running. So I'm going to just use actual amounts. So when my actual cost is greater than 50% of $1, which is 0.50, the alert threshold will be exceeded, and then I would get an email telling me I have exceeded the amount I said I wanted to spend. So let's just go straight and click on next. So let's just click on next. Budget type, cost budget. $1, 50%. Let me know. Okay, create budgets. So as you can see, because I have already spent like more than this, I've exceeded this, I will get an email letting me know that I have exceeded this specific amount. It requested that we alert you in actual costs associated with your monthly services, monthly actual costs associated with budgets. Yeah, so that's basically it. So with your budget sets, you can be rest assured that you don't accidentally go over like what you hope to spend. You don't incur unnecessary cost. I'm just going to quickly delete all this. I don't really need all this. Yeah, this is enough. Okay, so that's it for this particular prereq video. See you guys.